Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2020 with Southport. We have gone on a little bit of a good run. Our last 3 games, if I'm not mistaken, we've won all of them and scored 4 goals in each and every one of them. I think we've kind of cracked how to play in the league. Last episode was a Carabao Cup game which didn't go to plan, as you kind of probably expected. It was against a championship side in Swansea. But since we've returned back to league action, we've moved up to 7th place in the table. Since the last episode, there has been an update to Football Manager. It is the part 1 of the January transfer window update thing, which has also done some updates to this screen apparently. We've now got lovely colourful lines across for the Carabao Cup and the Leasing.com Trophy North Group C. In between episodes, like I said, we have played 3 matches and we've won all 3 of them. We've won them 4-1 against Burton Albion, Leighton Stewart, Demetrius Foxey, Cameron Archer and Darren Oldacre with the goals here. Against Oldham it was a 4-2 victory, Oldacre with 2, Cameron Archer with 2. And it was a 4-0 victory against Burton Albion in the Leasing.com Trophy North Group C. Luis Veladrez, Josh DeBeo, Demetrius Foxey and Cameron Archer with the goals. Josh DeBeo scored a goal. We will come on to him in a moment. But first, we need to introduce our new signing, Zidane Iqbal, formerly of Manchester United. He is a central midfielder. He has signed on a free transfer. He is 18 years old. He's going to sit in our under-18s, which I assume he's allowed to do that because he's not under 18, he is 18. But I'm assuming that's not a problem. I'm training him up to be a left-back. Basically, anyone who's half decent at football, who plays in a position that we are somewhat overloaded in, is training up to be a left-back. So Josh DeBeo then, yes, he has scored a goal in the Leasing.com Trophy. He is still transfer listed. He is still not particularly happy. The reason why he has scored a goal and the reason why he's still playing is because Ben Coker is made of glass. He's injured again, this time for 2 to 3 months. So we signed him with a broken leg. He's played 2 matches off the bench and now is out for another 2 to 3 months with a hip injury. Basically, we're paying £1,400 a week to this man to literally go to the hospital. That's all he's doing. He's not training with us. He's barely done anything. I think, if anything, he's actually played more games. He's played twice for the... He didn't even get injured in that match, by the way. He's played twice for the under-18s. He's played twice for the first team. It's just a shambles, isn't it? It's an absolute shambles. Anyway, I think that's enough of a bit of a roundup. Let's go in. Let's play Plymouth Argyle, who find themselves down in 17th place. We, as I mentioned, find ourselves in 19th place. I don't think it's going to last. I'd like to win another match, though. Plymouth are inconsistent. We are strong. As I've mentioned, we have scored, 12 goals in our last 3 games. Let's keep that up. If we can get another 4 against Plymouth, I'll be a very happy man. The starting lineup then for the Plymouth game. In goal will be James Trafford. A back 3 of Dinesh Galella, Ollie Denham and Gideon Adu-Pepra. Now, there is a lot of rotation going on here. We've played a lot of football in a very short amount of time, so there is a lot of players who are struggling fitness-wise, which is why Harry Woodward and Bradley Bowers are going to be the 2 wing-backs. Marlon Fossey is a bit tired. So is Josh DeBeo, and he's also really bad at football. Bradley Bowers is going to be making his first league appearance for Southport. Middle of the pitch, Darren Oldacre and Luis Veladrez. It's going to be Foxey as that attacking midfielder with Leighton Stewart and Cameron Archer as the 2 strikers. Now, I'm fully aware that Dinesh Galella, the former Bournemouth man here, he is training up to be a central midfielder. He is a centre-back by trade. I don't know why he's an awkward striker. Then again, I imagine every footballer is an awkward striker. He's basically training up to be a ball-winning midfielder. He's been out injured for a very long time. He's played once off the bench, did come on as a central midfielder. But like I've just mentioned with the whole fitness thing, we do need to kind of rotate a bit at the moment. Also, one thing that I've noticed with the brand new update, something doesn't work and it really frustrates me. These buttons here, I very rarely click. I normally click left and right to go between those pages. So pressing left right now should take me back to the match screen. It doesn't, it does nothing. It used to until the update and now it does nothing. Right, I want 4 goals. I want 4 more goals, although I'm pretty sure our last 3 games were all away from home. So maybe we're just not good at home. Well, we are 10 minutes in, and so far we've had 4 shots for both teams, but not a single one on target. 16 minutes in. Bradley Bowers to Luis Veladrez crosses in. Leighton Stewart heads backwards, and potentially Plymouth can break. Bingham plays it forward, finds Sinclair on that right-hand side. Is that the former Liverpool and Watford one? Potentially. Runs into the area. Ross goes for goal. Callum Ross makes it 1-0. Seriously game? Although, I think in our matches where we've won 4-2 and things like that, we have actually conceded first. So maybe it's not the end of the world. Corner for Harry Woodward to take towards the front post. Petra was there. Veladrez collects it, edge of the area. Goes for goal, does the Honduran. The goalkeeper can't keep hold of it. It is 1-1. 19 minutes on the clock. Veladrez gets his second goal of the season. His second goal in Southport colours. I don't think the new update has done anything to the match engine. I think it's just UI and things like that for the rest of the game. Not sure whether the match itself has changed. We have a throw with Bradley Bowers. Takes it to Archer. Bowers gets the ball back, crosses it in. It's Foxy was there. He doesn't quite manage to get it though. Oldacre. Veladrez once again dinks it over. Woodward chests it down. Stewart is there. Straight into the hands of Cooper. The highlight is carried on. Cooper's just kicked it out, and none of our players have gone for that. Sinclair one-on-one with the keeper. Trafford can make the save. That was awful defending from our back three there. It's going to be a corner for Plymouth. We've got 10 minutes to play of the first half. Grant goes over to take it towards the front post. Bingham is there, and Trafford can hold on to the ball, and that is going to end the highlight. Something isn't quite working, is it, at the moment? Something is not quite right. Adu Petra has made 6.4 mistakes. That's not what I wanted to say. He's made some mistakes. He's on a 6.4. I'm going to give him an angry. I'm not happy with your performance out there. Petra looks stressed. Fair enough. So does Leighton Stewart. So it's time to do some subs. Petra is coming off. Tom Sams is going to come on. Foxy also coming off. Stan Flaherty. One more sub to go. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 players who basically are putting their name down to be coming off the pitch at some point in the second half at the moment. Second half has started fairly quietly. We do finally have a highlight just before the hour mark. The ball forward is intercepted by Ollie Denham. Across to Sams, the substitute. Can't manage to get it over Adams. And Plymouth can bring the ball forward. Tries a little flick, but Bowers collects it. Veladrez to Stan Flaherty, the former Arsenal man. He's going to run forward. Gets past his man. Keeps going. Flaherty keeps going. And oh my word, what a goal that is from Stan Flaherty. A lovely cartwheel to celebrate. And the substitute puts us 2-1 in front against Plymouth. This was borderline abuse, this was ridiculous. He just keeps going from well outside the area, just drills it into the bottom corner. And with that goal, pretty much everyone's match performances has now increased apart from Cameron Archer. Which means Cameron Archer will now be coming off, Raul Correa will be coming on. We have such a good set of 4 strikers at the moment that it is very difficult to pick our best 2. So there's a lot of rotation going on. Stewart, Archer, Newell and Correa all basically in our 4 best strikers. Veladrez is getting himself booked, sent off. Free kick. It's a free kick. Grant, 4 minutes to play. Plymouth with the free kick. Goes for goal. It's hit the post. Ball collects it. Plays it back to Grant again. Rifles it in. Correa can get the ball clear. That was extremely lucky. If it stays this way, I'd like to think we've stolen 3 points. Yep, we've stolen 3 points. I don't think we deserved much out of that game. Literally, 2 bits of brilliance from Veladrez and Flaherty kept us in that. Otherwise, we were not very good at all and we didn't really deserve much, but I don't care. It's 3 points. It's our first win on camera of the season, and we are still in the playoffs as far as I'm aware. There you go then, confirmation. We are in the playoffs, but there are lots of teams on 22 points, 23 points for Bolton, 24 for AFC Wimbledon. I mean, we are just 3 points behind an automatic promotion spot. We are a long way clear of the relegation zone, which is perfect. I've just noticed we have the FM in-game editor icon now appears. Has it always been there? I don't think it has. I mean, it's not enabled. So I can't click it, I can't do anything. So if you think I'm cheating, you're wrong. That is going to do it then for this episode. Next episode, what are we going to do? Where are we going to go? We're going to go possibly Morecambe. That's why I've clicked it. So we might go for Morecambe. We've also got an FA Cup first round shortly after. We have the leasing.com trophy against Manchester City under 23s. I'm not too fussed. If it's going to be anywhere, it'll be Morecambe or Barnet. It'll be one of those two. I'm not quite sure. I'm thinking Morecambe because it gives us 3 league games. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Football Manager 2020 with Southport. If you did enjoy, do remember to leave a like. If you would like to see more, hit the subscribe button. I will be back next time with more Football Manager.